Hello and welcome back, everybody. Dragalia here, and this is going to be a very different video. Probably one of the most unique on my channel because of the controversy this unit has brought, and what Sai had to do. All right, so yeah, pretty much. In case if you weren't aware, just in case if you're watching this from the very far future. Halloween Elly-san had a spiral readjustment because her first one was absolute shit. So they went back and fixed her. I will be explaining how the previous one was bad and why this one is good. And also, why this Elly situation will probably be the only thing that will ever happen when it comes to adjustments. We will probably never see a situation like this again, and I'll pretty much cover that. So, just if you are new, feel free to subscribe, join the Discord down below in the description. Lots of fun in there. So, either way, let's get to it. So, what did the previous spiral have? Because on the wiki right now, it is the adjusted one. So, what the previous spiral had. First of all, on the S2, it did not have Vampire Maiden. Which, well, to be honest, could have lived without, but that's nothing but enough, right? What was the real kicker about Halloween Elly-san was her first skill. This SP cost right here. This had increased. And every skill shift, it increased even further. Alright, so just if I remember correctly, I honestly can't go back in time and relook at this, but I believe phase 1 was still this amount, which is honestly fine. Then the second skill, if I'm correct, was at like 12,000 SP cost. Then the phase 3 was at like 13,000. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous how high the SP cost became. I was honestly a little mad, but there was a lot of feedback from the community saying pretty much, this is not a mana spiral. You literally shafted her. What are you doing? So they went back and they fixed her. Now then, what they fixed was her SP cost. So now it is just the 4,000 SP cost, which is perfectly fine. They could have stopped it right there. They could have stopped it right there, and that would have been perfectly fine. Because that was my biggest issue. Because with that increasing SP cost, she is a support unit. When she has an SP cost of like 12,000 or 13,000, she doesn't do that role. She doesn't support properly. She's then just a standard attacker at that point. And she would then become at that point. And to be honest, her numbers show she only increased like 2,000 in the DPS at the time, which was absolutely, for 70 to get that low of a buff, that was unheard of. And people were mad about that. Because sure, she got a stat increase, but she pretty much never used her skills. She would pretty much just use the S2, which was at most. So yeah, that's my biggest issue. They could have stopped it right there, but they decided to take it one step further and add Vampire Maiden on the S2. And Vampire Maiden, it decreases your standard attack damage, which is honestly fine. Her standard attacks are then of that of a regular unit, of a mana 50 unit. My bad, not a mana 70. But she then gets a skill hasten short for 15 seconds. A skill haste. That is ridiculous on her, alright? She then very quickly fills both of her skills, and with that, she does fulfill the support role. This was a massive buff for her. This was a massive buff, and I loved it, honestly. When I heard that people were getting other skills very fast, I was like, yes! She's now doing her job correctly. So yes, So yes, those were the two things that they really just did with her. Other than that, the abilities they did not touch at all. Which, to be honest, I was fine with. The multipliers they didn't touch as well. Which, once again, I was fine with. Even though she did get the lowest multiplier in general from AS70s, I didn't care that much because of 2%, that's still fine. She's not meant for damage. She's meant to support once again. If it were a damage dealing unit and they only got 2% and they changed like nothing, then I'd be a little more concerned. But yeah, she is great now. So I'll just, if you did start to 50 her, but then stopped, 70 her, my bad. When you started to 70 her and then stopped when you realized, oh wait, she is shit, you can now resume her 70, alright? I might actually 70 her, just for reference. I might 70 her. I am waiting on her DPS numbers from the DPS sim, which is not updated by the time I'm recording this. But however, for all I know, as soon as I'm done, it could be updated. So who knows? Maybe even a while. So with that, I think she will be a once in a lifetime type thing, because if we go over to the news where Okada himself answered some questions, he said in general the Dragalia Lost team prefers to avoid making major changes after release, but the volume of feedback that we received in this instance led us to make an exception. Though we are aware that we cannot satisfy every request, we appreciate all the feedback that we receive from players and will continue to keep an eye on balance-related issues and other issues as they arise. So pretty much, it was literally because of us she got a change. It was literally because of us. If we did not speak up and say anything, she would have stayed shit. But however, they will keep an eye out from now on for more balancing stuff. But yeah, though, it was literally our voices that led to this change. And to be honest, I understand why people were mad. Right? I was mad myself. I didn't like submit anything though. But however, my reasoning is that I have multiple reasons really. First of all, she's a support unit, and you took away what she did, first of all, by increasing SP costs. And second, she's a seasonal unit, so therefore she is much more limited than other units. And you give her such a minimal buff, like, that just makes no sense to me. Maybe they were experimenting, obviously didn't work out so well. Maybe they knew what they were doing and just continue on with the Elly hate. I don't know. Which I think at this point it's a meme for Psy to hate on Elly. But yeah, that's just my two cents on it. It's just like, what? But yeah. Either way, yeah. This might be a once in a lifetime thing. They probably won't do this again. Are there other units that deserve a Elly treatment? I would say no. She was easily the worst one. But debatably Xander, but I think Xander's fine though. His S1 just operates weird, that's it. But I think Xander's fine. I don't know. And I don't think any others are like that bad. But yeah. That's my 2 cents on it. So either way, hopefully you guys found this video interesting. Because well, yeah, this might be the only video like it, unless if they do adjustments to Spirals in the future. If so, Celliera, please. If so, Celliera, but that happened. That's long gone. But either way, hopefully you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.